good? Y'all good? How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Are you guys all from this area? Boston? I'll be out here for High Import Nights next month. Y'all gonna go to that show, Boston High Import Nights?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be out here for that. Anyways, I would like to thank the Asian Students Association for bringing me out here all the way from Minnesota. So if y'all give a hand out for them real quick. And also to Monica, Lanita over here, and everybody on YouTube, MySpace, and Facebook. Anybody here Cambodian? Where my Cambodians at? So you guys know about the Khmer Rouge and everything, right? Boo, boo, right? Anyways, my parents, I'm full Cambodian, okay, my pride, baby. Anyways, my parents came from Cambodia. My dad had a heart problem, and he had to go through some, I don't know how to speak to him. I'm sorry, Suksabaye. There you go. Anyways, this poem's called Mama Told Me a Story. It's about the struggle that my parents went through to get here from Cambodia all the way to Rochester, Minnesota. That's where I reside right now. Take my hat off. Can you guys hear me? Am I good? Am I good? Good? Good. Alright, check it out. Mama told me a horror story when I was just a little young. Yeah, it involved monsters and killings and guns, but it wasn't your ordinary horror story you hear when you're young. It's about the reason she left Cambodia, why she had to run to different countries like Thailand. My fam almost didn't make it, but motivated to stay alive, they made it to the station and waited patient as the homeland was raided by their own people. Self-devoured by evil cowards who tried to empower the country we called ours. And after hours and hours of murder, it was time to get out of the place. Get over to the States, at least we could be safe. Because the combination of human condensation and decreasing population made a proper statement that we will not make it alive if we try to survive here in the eyes of the devil. Their odds are incredible and slim. So the next step to go is to Westmore. At least we can rest and never forget the rest of what's left of the deaths of our family members, including Granddaddy. He didn't make it because the mind he was blessed with, the heart he possessed, too small for the rest, so they took him away. And till this day, Mama doesn't know if he's alive or in the grave. But calculating the ratio of those who survived and the percentile of how many are alive, most likely Granddaddy is 1 to 1.7 million, 27% of the population who died. And Daddy told me a horror story when I was just a little young. Yeah, it involved monsters and killings and guns. But it wasn't your ordinary horror story you hear when you're young. It's about the reason he left Cambodia and why he had to run. See, the monster was Pol Pot, the killings were endless and the guns blasting everlasting. So Daddy had a heart problem. And a couple younger brothers and sisters and a loving mother assisted by a knowledgeable and wise father who loved to preach and teach to reach the minds of his fellow people. But remember, education was equivalent to execution. And that consisted of starvation, the round of bullets in your body, your head to a true electrocution, because they despised the evolution of their people, so their solution was to execute them. But with the mind full of knowledge and the wisdom of a farmer, he proceeded to take his family farther away from all the pain as possibility and determination would allow him to. And being temporary residents of a jungle and sleepless nights caused them to wish they could sleep and dream of life and see the light that was once given to them. Then that dream blurs, and they're reminded of the nightmare that occurs within a few miles away. Finally became fellow inmates of the refugee camp and made it to the USA because Daddy had a heart problem and needed a good doctor, so we came to the famous Mayo Clinic right there in Rochester. But it still sends chills down my spine, knowing that mountains of bones could have very well been one of my own. How can you walk with a smile down an aisle of skeletons of men, women, and children, civilians, knowing those are your own people and you killed them? They could have been your uncle, aunt, niece, nephew, cousin, a mother, even your brother, your sister, your own flesh and blood. Instead, you feel refreshed by the sensation of eliminating the blood out of the flesh of your own flesh and blood. Now, how can you sleep with yourself, knowing that you ruin lives of many? Because if you kill even one individual, you're causing pain, suffering, and agony for the family. So actually, the casualty of that one individual can be defined as a tragedy. See, this attempted genocide of generations helped open my eyes to the revelation of my family and what we've become, and to have the knowledge of why my parents really are so proud of me, likewise. how much you proud to be the oldest son. Mama told me the story. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lil Crazed. Y'all ain't do that for me, I understand why though.